May adlaw na tong tanan. What if I tell you that you can manage your signs and symptoms of congestive heart failure and even live longer? Let's talk about that in this video. Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm your occupational therapist, and my goal is to help you be more consistent with your therapy at home. So what is congestive heart failure? No, it's not what happens to your heart when you're heartbroken. Congestive heart failure is when your heart can't pump blood well enough throughout your body. The heart is still pumping, but it is unable to handle the amount of blood. And in consequence, the blood shows somewhere else. It will gather around your lungs or in your lungs. And the most frequent symptom or sign that you have congestive heart failure is when your legs and feet are swollen. And what are the signs and symptoms of congestive heart failure? Number 1 is shortness of breath. Number 2 is fatigue. Number 3 is swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet. And number 4 is irregular or rapid heartbeat. Since there is fluid buildup around your lungs, it is difficult to breathe and you will experience shortness of breath. You will feel pain and pressure around your chest because of that fluid buildup, and it is also very difficult to lay down on your bed. You will feel like you are drowning in your own fluids when you lay down flat on your bed. Because there is swelling, there is fluid buildup, right? So you will also experience weight gain. Now it is difficult for you to move around because of the weight of your legs, and so you will experience fatigue. And then because of the fluid buildup around your lungs, it is also difficult to sleep. So you will experience that fatigue and getting easily tired. So enough of that medical literature. I'm sure that you are aware if you have congestive heart failure and this is confirmed by your doctor. You have congestive failure and you are diagnosed by your doctor. Let's talk about what we can do and what we should not do. Unfortunately, there is no cure for congestive heart failure, but through medication prescribed by your doctor and through lifestyle changes, we can manage the signs and symptoms of congestive heart failure. With medication, please consult your doctor. Go to your doctor and write down his instructions, the dosage and the time of the day best for you to take your medicine. Now let's talk about lifestyle changes. The first is staying active and doing your exercises. So I will make a separate video for that, specific and more appropriate for congestive heart failure. Second is healthy diet. So avoid bad cholesterol. So this means fat that is from full dairy and red meat. And lower down your sodium or salt intake. And you will hear this a lot from your heart doctor. Lower down your salt intake or your sodium intake because salt retains water. When you retain water, your blood volume goes up and so your heart will have to overwork. So there's a lot of consequence when your heart overworks, and that is your congestive heart failure. So hide your salt shaker or put it on the highest part of your pantry or your cabinet. And also check your canned food, okay? This canned food alone has 40% of your daily recommended sodium allowance. So imagine when you eat this, you're only allowed 60% more. So please try to not buy canned food or not consume canned food, especially when they are being used for a preservative. Also, those frozen dinners, those are bad for you. Those are very high on sodium. So you're better off cooking your own food and buying frozen vegetables or fruits. Okay? So trust me, when you lower down your salt intake or your sodium levels, you will see your legs begin to shrink and you will feel better. You will be able to breathe better. So because you will be experiencing weight gain, please monitor your weight every day, okay? So get you a good weighing scale, one that is wide enough so that you have lower chances of falling when you step to it, okay? So remember this, if you have a weight gain of between 2 to 3 pounds overnight or in a span of 24 hours, or 5 pounds in a span of a week, please contact your health provider, such as your nurse, if you have home health, or your doctor. Contact them so that they can do the appropriate thing. They might be able to prescribe you with something to manage that weight gain. Now let's talk about sleeping, because it is very difficult. I find this a lot. A lot of my patients would say they have difficulty sleeping flat on their bed. So I would always recommend them to get 2 pillows under their head if they don't have a reclining bed, one that elevates the head of the bed. So get 2 pillows to prop their head up to help them breathe better, because it is still better to sleep on the bed. Because some of my patients would sleep on the recliner, but I prefer that they stay on the bed, because their legs are going to be swelling really bad the next day if they don't go to their bed and sleep there, right? So I need their legs up. If possible, put pillows under their legs to help the heart in pulling that fluid back and absorb the fluid to get that swelling down, especially when they wake up, okay? So it is better to sleep on the bed with their head propped up and their legs propped up. Now, if that is not possible, if it is still very difficult to sleep that way, try sleeping on your side. So it will help you breathe better when you are sleeping on your side too. I would not mind if the legs are not propped up. So it is very difficult to prop your legs up when you're sleeping on your side, right? So I'm okay with that for as long as they are on their bed. They are flatter on the bed. It is easier to absorb that fluid from the legs, okay? So sleep on the bed, not the recliner. And lastly, avoid using or doing things that would unnecessarily elevate your heart rate and blood pressure. So avoid using tobacco products, avoid consuming alcohol, and avoid using recreational drugs. Now, this might be difficult for you because you are using those products to cope with your stress or manage your stress. So instead, try learning how to meditate and how to do deep breathing to calm you down and help you relax. So I'm going to teach you 2 techniques, okay? So the first technique is going to be 3 quick inhalations and 1 long exhalation or breathing out, okay? So let's practice the first one, okay? So 3 quick inhalations like this. And long blow. Let's do that again. 3 quick inhalations. And blow. Now try to do that 5 times, 5 to 6 times. You will see your heart rate will drop down significantly and your oxygen rate will go up. So try to do the 3 quick inhalations and 1 long exhalation. The next technique is a 3-second inhalation. If you can hold or do an inhalation 5 seconds or longer, do that. But let's start with 3 seconds inhalation or breathing in, 3 seconds holding your breath, and 3 seconds exhalation, okay? So let's try to do that. Inhale 3 seconds, okay? Hold for 3 seconds. And blow for 3 seconds or exhale. If you're able to do 5 seconds, that is better, okay? So let's try 5 seconds. Inhale for 5 seconds. Hold for 5 seconds. And blow out or exhale for 5 seconds. All right, so those are the 2 techniques that you can do. First one is 3 quick inhalations and 1 long exhalation or blowing out. And number 2 is 3-second inhalation, 3-second hold, and 3 seconds blowing out or exhalations. So those are the things that you might want to know about congestive heart failure and what you should and should not do if you are diagnosed with congestive heart failure. So yes, you can manage the signs and symptoms, and you can live longer and a balanced lifestyle even with the congestive heart failure. If you find this video helpful, please pump on that like button and subscribe in this channel and share. Don't hesitate to share this to your family and friends who might have congestive heart failure. And if you have any questions, suggestions, and comments, just type it down below and I will try my best to answer those questions. Again, I'm going to be making a separate video for the exercises that is more appropriate for congestive heart failure patients, okay? Now, just a reminder, consistency is the key and never give up. Until next time, paalam! Oh, and by the way, for more contents, click here, and to subscribe, click here.